What's going on in YouTube? How are you all doing? Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst. Today, we're going to go ahead and analyze your teams again. We did this video last week. A few of you were interested in what I had to say with your teams. So that's what we're going to do today. If you want to get involved, if we do this again next week, you need to be following me over on Twitter. I just tweet out saying drop your squads down below and then we go ahead and we take a look at them. Sounds good, right? It does indeed. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We do stream daily. 10 AM UK time over on fb.gg/FIFA Analyst FB. Come on over, say hello, ask any questions, get involved in the live stream. Remember, if you do want any of your sneak, use code FIFA Analyst at checkout. Let's go ahead, jump into the video, and let's see how we can get Rashford into every one of your teams. So then, first team we're going to look at is from Prab. Budget 2.5 mil, all untradeable. Play 4-2-3-1 and 4-4-2. Need a striker and probably a CDM. Who's currently got a back line of Lunin, Zambrotta, Varane, Yuri, Acuna, Fernandez, obviously needs the 2 roles, Nedved, Dybala, Kuleski. I'm a little bit, because you got Dybala and Nedved, to me, are quite similar players. You know, they both suit the centre attacking mid-role really well. I don't know who I'd play up front alongside whoever we get. Now, to me personally, you got Dybala, you got Kuleski, if I said his name right. I'd probably look at getting a Ronaldo in. If I'm being completely honest, I think he's one of the best strikers on the game. That kind of fixes that role very well. Now, you need a centre defensive mid. You've got Bruno as a box-to-box, which obviously is brilliant in that role. You're probably going to need an icon because you need Yuri to get Kem here, don't you? Yeah, you need Yuri to get Kem. If you swap that around, and then here you're going to need an icon. If you've got 2.5 mil, Ronaldo takes up a little bit of that. It depends on how you want to go. See, I don't mind like a petite. I'm probably going to go. So you could go with the petite, but he's a little bit heavy. Is it, typical CDM? Or if you want a little bit more from it, you could go with 85 Blanc. You could even go 86 Vieira, but 86 Vieira is medium, so sometimes gets a little bit lost. But you could go that if you wanted to. I mean, you put a shadow on him. He's obviously one of the best defensively. And then that gives you the 7 chemistry on Yuri once you've played your 10 games in your manager. Ronaldo gets the links. And then if you were looking at setting that up in a 4-2-3-1, me personally, I think I'd probably go Dybala on the wing and Nedved in the middle. Nedved's got that 5-star weak foot, and I think that could do better. I do like Dybala. I played Dybala on the right-hand side, though, and look for the cut back in on the finesse, maybe, and that could work quite well. But I think I'll probably line up something like that. It is a very solid side. I think that's probably the best adjustments. You guys let me know what you think you could change with that as well, though. Our second squad, we're going to look at Mark. All untradeable, except Dalot, Bastoni, Kuleski, and Gozens. 500k budget. I play 4-1-2-1-2 in game. Would like to switch something more defensive and possession-based. Sacrifice either winger or a Kocha to make that happen. 500k budget. Hello. Hello. Got Ronaldo, a Kocha, Dybala. Well, if you want to change to something more defensive, 4-1-2-1-2 can be used possession-wise. Yes, it isn't the most defensive formation, but you can use it in a possession way if you wanted to. With a 500k budget here, you want to bring in a box-to-box centre mid. Savic can sit in front of the defence. He is a little bit clunky, but he can sit in front of the defence and kind of be your centre defensive mid. Dybala can. This is for a 4-2-3-1, by the way, or a 4-4-2. They're both very good. Very you can play them how you want, but possession in the 4-2-3-1 and a 4-4-2 can work that way as well. You're going to want to get the Kocha out, to be honest with you, buddy. I don't know if the Kocha's tradable, untradeable, did you say? All untradeable, yeah. So these guys are all untradeable apart from those ones. Okay, so a Kocha is untradeable, and you've got 500 smackers to go ahead and get a box-to-box centre mid from. See, if I'm going to be honest, I was going to say if you had a Duncan wouldn't have been bad to pop in this role. I actually really like the Duncan. I think he's a good card. Tonali's not bad as well if you did the Tonali, but obviously I don't know if you did. You could go and get Kessie. I like his card. I think he's good, and play him as your box-to-box and then have that Savic sat there and use it in a 4-2-3-1. So you can line it up how you want, obviously, which makes suit for you. But if you wanted to line up in a 4-2-3-1, I would line it up something like this, which could work really well, actually. I like the look of that team. You got Neymar on the bench, and Suka, and Reina. Bro, you're minted. Look at this. Oh, man, you've got to get Neymar in, no? You've got to get Neymar in. You can't have Neymar sat on the bench just chilling like, hey, guys, I'm here and ready to party. Can you not force him in? Could you? No, you can't really, can you? No, that's going to be a shame, that is. Could you not change to... No, you couldn't. Change to a different formation to get him in. Ah, that's really frustrating, that is, for you, Woody. Really, really frustrating. You could play him. You got Marquinhos, though. So couldn't you go Neymar, left forward, Marquinhos, play him as your CDM. Oh, this is going to annoy me now, isn't it? This is going to annoy me. He gets 7 chemistry. He gets full. Them two, nah, you can't do it. You can't do it. I'll go with the first suggestion. I just feel like that's real letdown to have those sort of players on the bench that are very good, and you could get them into your team if you could do. But if anyone has any suggestions, pop them down below as well. Eric has got a 4-2-2 in game. All is untradeable except CR7, Martins, Donnarumma, Dalot, and Maldini. 200k for upgrades, and have a great day. You too, Eric. Thanks for sending over your team. Hello. Hello, baby. So I'm guessing you move Maldini to centre-back, Dalot left back. All is untradeable except CR7. Did you not sell the Maldini? Then again, he's not actually that bad of a centre-back, to be fair. As long as you are playing in centre-back, that's fine. Rafinha, Hullet. Man, with that team, 200k for upgrades. I don't know what you want me to say. If I'm being completely truthful with you, I don't know what you want me to say. You've got an unbelievable midfield. I'd probably say Rafinha is a bit of a weakness, but you know, you've done his SPC, and with 200k, there isn't an upgrade there that you can make. I don't know. You play Martins if he gets an upgrade, could be good. Dalot's not a bad card. Mate, that's an incredible side. You need to save up more coins. I would save up more coins to go and upgrade, more than likely for me, the Rafinha and then the Martins. But then Martins could be phenomenal up front. I don't like him because of his height, but that's where I'd go. I'd probably prioritise the Martins, believe it or not, just because of that height. Maybe you could work towards... is there anyone else you could get in? Like 4-2-2. Trying to see if there's any way you can get, like, I don't know, a big boy in Mbappe in or something. I don't think you can, really, with the links that you've got. If you went maybe on that right-hand side like a Saint Maximin and then Mbappe up front, he'd get 7 chem. And you'd have a Saint Maximin on 7 as well. And then you'd have 3 players off chem, which could work. Could do that in the future if you wanted to. But that is a very nice side, mate. Love that. Next up is Rick. Hi, I play 4-4-2 and sometimes 4-2-3-1, and I have 2.5 million. All is untradeable. 2.5 million, and he's got this as an untradeable team. That is very nice as well. Hey, you got Overmars. Did you get that in your player pit like me? That's an L. Although you've got Bamiyang, which is no go. You've got Aowar. What did you say you play? 4-4-2. So where do you play who? Hey, what? Huh? Bruno in the middle? I mean, your back line's solid enough. Campbell maybe, but I don't think that's a big change. You have 2.5 mil. What are you doing with 2.5 million, my friend? And sat here with players like this still in your team. Get them gone. Get them gone. 2.5 million. Let's get a Mr. Rashford up front. There's not an analyst squad builder without getting Rashford up front. Go with that one because it's a striker. Links absolutely perfect. Do you need? Aowar needs to go, to be honest with you. He needs to go because you got Bruno as your box-to-box. Overmars, I'll leave in for now just because he's got the pace really to beat him, man. I'm not a massive fan of the card, but he does a job. Rashford up front, brilliant. The Bruno Guimaraes isn't a bad card, but he's better at centre-back, and you've already got your centre-back sorted. That's 1 million. Could we go over here? You can go Dembele, you can go Saint Max, whichever one you're more into, really. Whichever one, you know, tickles your fancy. Go to a Kante, and then what's that? A mil. 300, so you're kind of there at your budget. And then here, you're probably better off on this side of things, going for like a, I was going to say a St. Max, but budget-wise, you're going to be pretty screwed, aren't you? To do that, really. Bale, I'm not a fan of. Got pace, but... Would you go St. Max, boys? What chem would we get? We wouldn't get the chem, would we? I'd have to move over Ante. That would do the job. Chem. Off. Yeah, that works. That's 3 players off. Chem. That could work. That could do the job. And then you've got, I mean, obviously, you know, the St. Max, you probably want to look at getting the freeze in the future. Or you can swap them around, have a little play around, however you want to do. Something like that, though. You got a lot of budget, mate. You got a lot of room to maneuver with. You have got El Shaarawy on the bench, though. El Shaarawy would be better than the Overmars, but you can't really get him in because of the chemistry there, can you? Which is a bit of a shame. But at least then, I suppose, you've got St. Max for the first half, just for pure pace. So El Shaarawy on for St. Max at half-time. Work it that way. I wouldn't work too hard to get the Rooney in, to be honest with you. But nice little side, mate. Nice little side. Next up from Tom, 2 million to spare. 2 million smackaroonies. Capita, Tav, Diego Carlos, Ribery, Mbappe, 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2. Luis Figo, which I imagine you got from player pick. You got a Ribery. You got a Dybala. You got a Figo. You got a Marquinhos. You got a Rooney. You got a Tav. I like the Acuna. Diego Carlos is what it is. I think you have to keep the Figo in. You have to keep the Marquinhos in just for the link because it's just more practical. I probably want to get rid of these guys, to be fair. I think I'd go James here at right back. But you can play him then as a centre-back. If you wanted to put Capita out on the right, you could do. Diego Carlos is fine. Ribery is practically a Neymar. Acuna I really like. I think he's a fantastic card. You need a centre mid here coming through. What would have been ideal would be to have a Jones in this scenario. There isn't going to be an icon here that really tickles our fancy, I don't think, as a box-to-box CM. Because you've got that Marquinhos sat in that role. You could go for a Bruno. Yeah, I think that could work. That could work a lot, actually. I like Bruno's cards a lot. You can't afford the team of the year, but that headliner card is an absolute treat for you. I think I'll probably go with something like that. It gets a strong link to the Figo. James is a brilliant right back or centre back, however you want to play him. I think that improves the team a fair whack. So have a look at it. Obviously, got a lot of coins to play with, and let me know how you get on, Tom. Going to take a look at Tyler's next. 4-2-2 in game. Mbappe up front and all untradeable except for Pereira and Magnan. More fun than meta. The meta. look, guys, it takes out the anal. That's funny. Right. How much did he say he had? I forgot. He didn't. Recently bought Pereira to have no budget ATM. Huh? Tyler, you want a squad review and tell you where you can improve with no budget? It's like walking into the shop and saying, here, can I buy that £3 meal deal? What's your meal deal? That's the big question. Roast chicken and bacon. Flame grilled steak. Depends on a drink. Sometimes I go for like a cold coffee. Sometimes I go for a smoothie. Make sure you get your best bang for your buck. And then go in. I've got no money for this though, Mr. Shopman. Can I just have it? Anyway, we're here, so let's talk. Man, I'll tell you what, I'll give you the credit. You're running a bit more of a unique squad, so well done. If it was me, sell everything apart from Mbappe and the Marquinhos and build around that, really. The team's pretty woeful, to be honest with you. I don't like the Caputo. Bamba's not good enough at this stage of the game. Lamy is Lam. Pirlo, you've just got, as much as he was a great footballer in real life, it's just not going to work on FIFA. If you want most wins, if you say I enjoy this squad and this squad's what I want and I enjoy it and I don't care about my wins, and absolutely you do you, mate. But to be honest, that's how I'll probably go. I'll probably sell everything and rebuild from there. Casual Outlaw, all tradable bar icons and Kessie. Up the analyst, love Jim. 5-3-2 in game. Love Jim. Jim, thanks for the support, mate. Check. Diaz, Dalot, Kessie, James, Zidane, Lua, Vieira, Neymar. That is a very nice side. 5 at the back as well. How much coinage we got, mate? You've not said the coinage. Lua and Neymar up front. Zidane, Vieira, Kessie in the middle. Man, that's a solid side, that. I'd imagine you play Jones at centre-back. Not Jones, James or Vieira. I'll probably play James at centre-back and put Vieira in the middle. I like that, though, mate. That is a very nice side. Weaknesses. Mbappe de Carlos. Could do with upgrading him to a better version of him. But other than that, it's a very nice team, mate. And I hope you're doing well, buddy. Next up from Fred. About 250k. Everything in the club is untradeable except David, Lees, Kessie, Davis, Neuer, and Dalot. I play mostly 4-2-2 with David and Neymar striker. Lethal duo. By the way, don't let you fool by David 3-star skill move. 250k. 250 smacker Ronies to go ahead and upgrade this team. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really know. I think the back line's good enough. I'm not a massive fan of the Lees Malou, but you need him for the Todibo link. Kind of screwed yourself, to be honest. 250k. Maybe work towards Mbappe instead. And play... You can't, can you? You need like a centre mid. This one's over to you, video. People watching. Help me out. Help Fred out. How can Fred make that team better? I'm lost. Hit Rashford. Last but not least, because I'm losing my mind looking at all these squads. Mbappe and Neymar tradable. 300k. Play 4-2-2 in game with Neymar and Mbappe up top. It's an RTG. Big ups to you, mate. Why did you do the Poyol, though? We need to have a word. Tavernier. Change out to Reece James. Tavernier is not bad. Although he is getting an upgrade, actually, I believe. So he could be solid. He could be much better. You need to get rid of Alessandrini. You need to get rid of Aywar. Both not really good enough nowadays. How you do that? With a budget that you've got of 300k, you can't. In future, Dembele, maybe. Take Max. Move Mbappe around to get that link. Book him there. Could possibly work. You need to change these out though, mate. You've kind of shafted yourself, to be fair, by having them in. Like, you can't be using them still at this stage of the game. They're not good enough. They were okay when they came out, but they're just not good enough now. But other than that, it's an interesting side, that's for sure. So there you have it then, ladies and gentlemen. Couple of different teams for us to go through, analyse, take a look at. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, it's only my opinion. I try to offer my advice based on what I think is the best thing for you and your team. You can take it or you can go and do what you want with it. Completely down to you guys. Let me know what you thought down below in the comment section. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.